Hi, good morning, Celeste. You're the first one in. How are you? I don't know what my. Do you hear anything aside from just the music in the game and then like me talking? Because it's my like audio input is kind of high for some reason. You're gonna be doing schoolwork, no reading. What are you doing for schoolwork? What kind of assignments do you have to do? I feel like I did a lot of reading yesterday, so I might pick up a book today. I'm not sure. I wanted to just get some editing done. It's not like urgent or anything. It's not going to be going live for a while, but I figured I would just I don't know. Sometimes I just get in the mood to edit to edit some video. Okay, good. I'm glad that's all you hear. I don't know why like the audio input bars are kind of high. I'm tired. It's still pretty early for me though. I mean, it's 9 a.m. It's not that early, but I've been up since 6, which is kind of crazy because I have no idea what I've been doing for 3 hours. I was doing some crochet, but you have to go over your geology notes and answer some practice questions. Do you have an exam coming up? Are you in university? College? I want to play some Overwatch. That's not that's not like a cozy game by any means, but I just started playing it again last night because I used to play it a ton, and then I uninstalled it for a bit, and now I'm playing it again. You're in college, got it. Are you a geology major or is it like a required course for something else? I might turn down the game volume a little bit. Just because it'll make it a little easier when I'm trying to edit. It's probably okay. I hope some more people turn up for sprints today. It wasn't, I didn't plan this. I just kind of woke up and I was like, I want to do some sprints. I should schedule them ahead of time next time so people can prepare. Because a lot of people probably don't even know that I'm on right now. I don't have exams yet, but they give questions at the end of all lectures, and that seems to be the best way to review. Got it. If anything, if there's not too many people like in yet, we can always just hop right into sprint 1 and maybe yap a little more later if people join in. I'm just happy you're here, so now I have someone to talk to. It's a little awkward when like you start streaming and there's no one here, because the last few times I've streamed, I've scheduled it like way ahead of time, like days in advance, and so usually there's a couple people in the chat. So I'm just like sitting here awkwardly by myself. But now you're here. You're a biology major, but at this uni, all chemistry, bio, and geology first years have the same classes. Got it. I was also a biology major. I graduated a few years ago. But yeah, I was biology. Although I never took geology. I took like ecology. But yeah, no geology. Hi, Matcha. Hi, baby. Yeah, the baby girl. Are you gonna sit in the sun or do you want to come up here? Yeah, I imagine it must be scary to come on and have no one for company. Yeah, I just kind of was just like sitting here awkwardly by myself. Matcha, do you want to say hi? Want to say hi to Celeste? Ugh. Here's Matcha. Let me fix your bow tie. I don't want my tag showing. I wouldn't as well. I didn't get a choice. There's only one elective. Oh, gotcha. Hi, baby girl. She's got those thumbs. She looks angry, but she's purring, so I don't think she's angry. Sorry, Bean, I'm smushing your face. She's purring so loud. You probably can't hear it, though. Matcha Bean. I wonder if you want to sit on my lap. Or are you going to go sit in the sun? Hang on. Brace yourself. There we go. Now I can sit cross-legged. You'll be more comfortable. Yes. Hi, sweetie. The white balance in the background right now is insane. Like, you can't even tell that that is a closet. It's just a giant blinding white light. But I tried to just adjust my, I tried to adjust my video settings, but it's kind of being a pain. I could just lower the brightness. Let me lower the brightness a little. But like, contrast, whoa. Changing the contrast doesn't really do anything. For that, anyway. And if I change the white balance, if I uncheck that, it goes crazy. Like, it turns me blue, which is kind of cool, actually. But I'm not going to do that. Like, I'm adjusting the light, and I can't even do anything about the background, unfortunately. It's just not letting me do anything. If I turn down the exposure, then I'm super dark. Hang on a second. It's a little better. It's not as blinding anymore. Now it's just, I mean, it's the same, but it's just, it's not as bad, I suppose. Okay, that's a little better. The background isn't, like, insane. Now it just looks like a white, solid white wall. But it's technically a closet door with, like, slats. So you just can't see the slats. Okay. Well, since it's just you and me, Celeste, and you need to do your schoolwork. Ow, your nails are sharp. I have to trim your claws. Oh my god. Let's just get into sprint 1, and you and I can get started on some work. So I'm going to spin the wheel. Let's see what we get. I think I have it, yeah, 35 minutes minimum, 75 minutes maximum. Okay, let's see what we get. Whoa, a long one. Ooh. We got a really long one, 71 minutes. Hi, baby girl. Oh, yeah. She's so happy. She's making biscuits on my lap right now. Okay, so 71 minutes. It's a nice long amount of time. Ouch. Oh my god, your nail. Which claw is so sharp? Is it your pinky? Oh my god. Her claws are so sharp right now. Your nails are so long, baby. Yeah, that's a long first sprint. Okay, so we got 71 minutes. Take that off the wheel. Minimize that. Okay. So we can hi, sorry. So we can get started on our activities. You probably take a break in the middle. Yeah, if you want to take a break, go ahead. It'll be a little long. Um, okay. Let's get started. We're gonna sprint. Hi, sweetie. Oh my gosh. She looks so cute. So I will see you in an hour and 11 minutes. Feel free to take a break in the middle if that's too long for you to do your schoolwork. And I will see you in the sprint break. Oh my god, you got fur all over my desk. All over the desk. Are you gonna fall? Yeah, you're gonna fall. You can't sit like that. Okay, back to biscuits now. I'll see you in an hour and 11. Have fun. Or try to have fun. Good luck. Hello, hello. Welcome back. Or to those of you who joined during that sprint, welcome in general. Happy to see you guys. We didn't do much yapping before we got started because there was only like one person here. Me and Celeste were just hanging out. So we can do a little bit more of a yap now. Can I actually... Oh, I have a level up. Let's take that. And let me get... Last time I couldn't open the spirit decks at all, so during my after dinner stretches, I felt the presence of a curious spirit. Okay, so let's do stretching. Evening. Cool. Why is there so much physics in my geology? Oh no. You never want to see that. I never even took physics. I never even took calculus. I am just the stereotypical definition of, well, a lot of things. But I always joke that I'm a bisexual Libra. I don't do math. I can't do math. Because clearly the Libra and the bi, math does not compute for me. But it's also because I think I have like a mild case of dyslexia in terms of numbers. I forgot what it's called when you have dyslexia with numbers. But I swap numbers around a lot, especially when I'm trying to read a number and then say the number. It just doesn't come out the same order at all. There's like a disconnect. So I've always really, really, really had a hard time with math. It's interesting, but it makes my head hurt. Yeah, I feel that. My funny thing is that, like, in college, I took pre-calculus to try to, like, prep myself for calc. And then I not only did I drop pre-calculus once, I dropped it twice. And within, like, the first week of classes, too. So, yeah, that's my lore. Dyscalculia. I think that might be it, yeah. Yep. It's not like, I'm not like diagnosed or anything like that. I don't know if you even do diagnose with dyslexia or dyscalculia. But it's something that I've experienced with numbers. I struggle a lot with numbers. But it's like mild, you know. Well, I got good progress done on some editing during that sprint. How did everyone else do? I filmed the first 4 books for my September wrap-up. I like to film my wrap-ups in batches because otherwise it's really overwhelming at the end of the month. So I've already finished 4 books this month by the 15th. And so I filmed the wrap-up for those first 4. And any books that I finish from like now till the end of the month, I'll film those later. But so I'm working on those first 4 and I'm editing the 3rd out of 4. Right? 3rd? Yeah, the 3rd out of 4 right now. So, making good progress. I hate physics. My little girl has it now in school. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do anything. By the way, the sprinting spreadsheet tracker is live if you want to use it. I'll drop the link in the chat, but it's in the description as well. If you want to track your productivity, your chores, or your reading, or anything like that, feel free to drop it in there. You read some of The Floating World. Nice. I knew that came out recently, right? A few months ago? I love the cover of it. It's really beautiful. I didn't know if I wanted to pick it up or not. This is the same author. She's the same author that wrote The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea, right? I think that's the same author. I read that one. I feel like I need to change up the music in Spirit City. I feel like I've been listening to this same playlist. Yeah, I have been listening to this same playlist over and over and over and over and over. Since we're talking about school, let's see what this back to school one is like. Sad lo-fi. That's fair, honestly. This is cute. We'll leave this on for a little bit. I'm trying to remember what night it was. I think it was the other night. I was watching two sprints. I was in two different reading sprints at once because two people that I follow were sprinting, and I just was like split screening both of them. Sometimes it's just like I just want to be there for the chat, you know? Just I want to join for the chat. Shall we spin the wheel for the next sprint? By the way, I'm not going to be sprinting too long today, just because I do have some other stuff I need to get done today. But I figured I would hop on for like, you know, a little while in the morning. Maybe do like one, not one more sprint. It depends on the length. If they're all going to be like 71 minutes, which they won't be, but if they're all going to be like 60 minutes or more, then we might only do like 2 sprints done today. But maybe a third if they're short. So let's spin the wheel. Noah's not here today. They can't tell me to spin the wheel. It's gonna hit 51, isn't it? Oh, it didn't. Okay. I was really thinking it was gonna tip into 51, which would have been really funny because I was just talking about long sprints. So this next one, oh my goodness, I'm so tired. This next one will be 37 minutes. Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna fall asleep over here. The last few days I went to this local park near me to read in the park, and it's been really, really nice. And honestly, I might go today as well because I have to run out to the post office anyway, and I think the weather is really, really nice today. I think it's decorative. It's 65. That is so nice. Ugh. I might have to go to the park and read again. Oh, I'm not just playing with the crinkly thing. Because it's just, if it's 65 degrees, that sounds so lovely. That's like perfect reading outside weather. Although I hate bugs. I think this time I bought bug spray yesterday on the way to the park because I was like, I don't want to have bugs. So what I might do is just douse myself in sunscreen. Well, that too. Douse myself in bug spray and then maybe even spray the table a little bit where I'm going to be reading, like the picnic table. It sounds excessive, and it is excessive, but I just hate bugs. That's the one problem with going outside in the summer is bugs. So I cannot wait until it's cold enough for all the bugs to not be outside anymore. Once it's cold enough that there's no bugs, it's like, that's my prime time of year. I genuinely forgot about time zones for a minute and was confused when you said morning. What time is it for you, Andy? I'm in EST, so it's 10:40 a.m. here. It's still like, you know, it's still early, so. Yeah, I think reading at the park would be really cute. Bugs are one of the worst things about the outside, yeah. By the way, I've been reading a book called One's Company by Ashley Hudson. And I'm also reading Blood Over Brighthaven by M.L. Wang. And I'm also reading Ring Shout by P. Jelly Clark. one of them is an audio, Ring Shout is an audiobook, and then Blood Over Bright Haven and One's Company are both physical, but I can read multiple physical books at once as long as they're different genres, because then they're like clearly separate, you know? So that's why I have 3 books in progress right now, but I haven't listened to my audiobook in a bit. It's been a minute, but I've had so many other videos, like booktube videos to catch up on listening to, and so I'm just so behind on all the booktube videos I need to watch, and then I haven't listened to any of Ring Shout, which is a bummer, because it's also really, really short, so it really should not be this hard to read. It's not. 3:40 p.m., 4:40 p.m. I used to hate bugs, then I took entomology. Now I'm mildly terrified and very appreciative. Honestly. So the other day I went to the park, not yesterday, but the day before. Have I gone every day this week? If I go today, yeah, it'll be 3 days in a row. Some sunlight. Your girl's living. Considering that I've been unemployed for like 5 months and have just been sitting in my house for the most part. Sunlight's nice. What was I trying to say? Yeah, okay, so there's a cute little gazebo in the park where I go to. But I started reading at this bench, and I saw a spider on the bench, and I said, I'm out of here, goodbye. So I left and I went to the gazebo. I was going to sit inside of the gazebo. But my arachnophobia had been triggered. So I started looking around obsessively at the like beams in the ceiling of the gazebo, and suffice to say, I'm never going in that gazebo ever again. At least until fall or winter, because the concept of that many spiders and spider eggs and webs being above me is like legitimately like I kind of wanted to just like peel my skin off after I went in there. Nothing touched me. I have really bad arachnophobia, man. I hate them. I'm terrified of spiders. And my dad will always be like, or other people will be like, spiders aren't gonna hurt you. They're probably more scared of you. And I'm like, that's not true. That's just not true. I'm definitely more scared of them. If I see a spider, oh my god. The other day, also sorry if you guys have arachnophobia too, and like talking about them grosses you out. But the other day we were playing, oh my god, we were at my parents' house. And my parents live kind of like in a rural-ish area, in like a really fucking old house. So there's tons of bugs all the time. I'm traumatized from living there when I was younger because of just the amount of spiders in the house. But we were playing board games, and I was sitting on the couch, and on the arm of the couch next to me while I was writing on, we were playing like categories, so I was writing on the paper, and I see something really large and black out of the corner of my eye moving along the armrest, and I look, and it's a giant fucking spider. Oh my god. It must have been like a wolf spider. It was literally the way that I banshee screamed and took my like clipboard and flung it off of the arm. I flung the spider off the armchair because I was like, it needs to get away from me. I like banshee screamed. Everybody in the room started panicking. They were like, what the fuck just happened? I point at it, and my mom screams, and then she goes over and she kills it. And oh my god, I was traumatized. Traumatized. That could have crawled onto me. It was on the armrest that I was actively leaning on. It could have killed me. It could have killed me. And so after that, I was like, guys, I'm gonna need a minute before we get back into this board game because my adrenaline is through the roof. I'm traumatized. Also, I'm going to set this house on fire. So sorry about that, Mom and Dad. I'm gonna set your house on fire. I saw a spider in it. I just can't. So yeah. I hope you guys wanted to hear that story. Probably like one of the worst experiences of my life. Not really. But it was pretty bad. Nightmare fuel. Anyway. Andy, you're from England. Kirby, you're from Germany. Wow. I'm now much more interested than disgusted, and I have somewhat of an understanding which creepy crawlies can hurt me, so I feel safer. That's fair. There's not that many scary spiders in Europe. I guess I gotta go to Europe. Honestly, though, I unironically would consider like emigrating to Europe or Canada or somewhere else, um, because the U.S. is a dystopian hellhole right now, and I don't want to be here anymore. Um, so I really wish I could emigrate. I wish I could leave the country. Genuinely do. That would be so cool. I would love to live in like the Netherlands. That would be honestly so great. Like one of those historical cities in the Netherlands that are very walkable and bikeable, and they have lots of historical buildings and trees. That would be nice. I know trees are like everywhere you go, but like, you know what I mean. I want to, if any of you follow the book Leonie from the Netherlands, I wish I just lived in the city she lives in. Like, it looks so cool. Anyway, how about a sprint? Just yapping for so long. Okay, let's get started on sprint 2. I will see you guys in 37 minutes. Happy sprinting and have fun. I'll talk to you soon. Sorry for just ranting at you guys. See you in a few. Okay, welcome back. Hello, hello. Sorry, I was just checking my phone. That was a nice little shorty. We got to focus just for a little bit. I got some more editing done. I'm on the 4th out of the 4 books, like book wrap-ups that I need to edit. And then I'll be caught up for my September wrap-up, at least up until everything I've read so far. And then I would like to maybe edit some of my September vlog, but we will see. I think I'll probably do one more sprint, because then I'll be done with the September wrap-up stuff. Because I don't think that I don't have a ton of time today. I mean, I do technically like have time, but I kind of want to go get some fresh air because it's a gorgeous day. So I don't want to stay glued to my screen all day. And I have to go to the post office before it closes. So, you know, whatever. But let's take a stretch, like my character. Take a little stretch. Hydrate. Oh, I need to finish my tea and then I need to drink water. Chug, chug, chug. Alright, let's see what we got for my spirits. Oh, cute! I love that. I was not expecting that. That's all the spirits I can unlock right now. I wonder if I will unlock more, like as we go. Ash, do you know, are there any more spirit companions that you get to unlock after Katsudan? Because I don't have any more clues showing up. Let's move the timer out of the way for a second. Let's look at the colors. Okay, that one's cute. The orange is cute. I don't love that one. I do like that. I wish that I liked the colors more, actually. I don't love the colors, although this reminds me of Mango just because it's orange. So I'll get this one because it reminds me of him. Okay. Let's move the timer back where it needs to go. Well, I guess my my character can do whatever we want now. Let's go over onto our little chair. I don't think in the base game, but sometimes when they update the game, they add free spirits. Okay, I do have the, like, in my Steam wish list, I have the, like, DLC for the game. I figured I would get it at some point, because that does add some more. You started cleaning your book room. Nice, Kirby. The green one reminds me of Frankenstein. I could see that. I could totally see that. It's like a little zombie kitty. Little zombie. It's very cute. Ash, do you have the, what's the, maybe the thought will finish itself someday. The train DLC? Or it's like the traveling one? Do you have that one? And there's the kitchen one too, isn't there? By the way, I think I'm going to change the range for this next sprint. I'm going to do 20 to 35 because that's kind of what I'm thinking I have time for. So it'll be a short last sprint if that's okay with everybody. Sorry that this isn't my usual length of time. I usually stream for like 4 or 5 or 6 hours, but not today. I'm just feeling like low social battery a little bit at the moment. And not even really social battery, because like talking with you guys is great, but just like low battery in general today. You know, just kind of hanging out and chilling. I'm trying to think what I want to bring to the park. Like if I want to, I kind of want to keep reading One's Company. At this point, I've read it exclusively at the park. I haven't read it at home at all. I've only read this book at the park, which is kind of funny actually. I just don't want to bring my Blood Over Brighthaven special edition to the park, because the picnic table got like stuff all over the back of my Once Company copy. But that's fine because I got it used anyway. I have to blow bubbles in my thing to mix up because I put like a drink powder in it. Okay. Let's crack out this last sprint. Sorry that we're not taking really long yap breaks. But we'll crack out this one sprint, and then I should be done with my video that I'm editing, which would be awesome. And then I need to do some kitchen chores, feed myself, and get ready to go. I read a couple chapters and then helped my brother with homework. I need to move my stuff back into my room as I mop the floor. Nice. You have the kitchen, but not the train. I think the kitchen would be cool. Because I often run my sprints through lunchtime. So, like, if I'm down in the kitchen, my character can be in the kitchen. All right, let's spin. See what we got. Little tiny 24 minutes. Okay. Oh. Okay, 24 minutes. That's doable. All right, let's get into our last sprint. I'll see you guys in 24 minutes. Have fun. Where's the button? Never mind, I found it. See you in 24. Hello, hello, welcome back. I started editing another video. Actually, I can take these off now. I started editing another video that I have footage for, but this sprint, I might take a break from editing because I've been doing it for a while. So I'll put my stuff away. Actually, I should leave my headset charging. In the beginning of the stream, I don't think anybody was really here yet. It was just Celeste. Celeste and me, and Matcha was on my lap, and she was going crazy over this cord. She was putting her little fist in the air to grab it. So, but yeah, I should leave my headset to charge because it's a little bit low battery. Put the cord safely out of reach of the gremlin child. My goodness. Okay. I get a headache if I wear a headset for too long. I don't know if anyone else gets the same way, but like when I'm wearing my gaming headset for too long, I get like a nasty headache. So, well, that was the last sprint, so I can check that off. No one panic, I'm just resizing the window. I always say that every time. I'm like, nobody panic. I don't think anybody was panicking. It's just something that I say. But yeah, okay. Let's see. We have nothing to complete. That's it. Unlock right now. It's kind of lame. Oh my gosh. There we go. Phew, finally caught a break. Not working on it now, but may shift from writing my Iraq book to working on an Angels and Demons fantasy series. I'm currently on book 8 out of 9 of the main series first draft. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I just was editing in a maelstrom of clips and footage. I hate pressure on my head because I also get headaches easily. Yeah. Stop yawning, you stupid idiot. I kind of just want to play Overwatch. I might just play some Overwatch. Like after I get back. I hope it's still nice outside, because my plan is still to go to the park and read at the park. That would be fun. Let me grab my book, by the way. Ugh. This is... Hang on a second. I forgot something. This is what I'm reading, or what I have been reading recently. I'm reading a few books right now. It's called One's Company by Ashley Hudson. The cover is really pretty. It's got, like, it's kind of hard to see, but it has an iridescent kind of sheen to it. It's really pretty. But this is, like... What even is this? Is it... I think it's just, like, a contemporary... literary fiction, maybe? It's fun. I like it. But I think that's what I'm going to bring to the park today. Sean, this is water. I was drinking tea, but I finished that, so this is just water now. I get back to reading. I'm so moody today. Girl, same. Well, lately in general. 'Cause it's that time. You know how it is. You literally got me to download Overwatch again. I didn't have it on my new PC yet, even if I got it once. Add me on, what's it called? Battle.net. That's the word. I'll put it in the Discord. Because then we can be friends and play Overwatch together and fight over Mercy. How are we both gonna play, Mercy when we're both Mercy mains? Okay, I sent it in the Discord. Because I don't care if other people from the server add me. Ooh. I got an email from Illumicrate. They're doing a Empire of the Dawn. Because they have the Empire of the Vampire. I don't read those, but some people really like J. Kristoff. Oh my god, I have 20,000 junk emails. I forgot to look at them. I was gonna do something in here. No, I wasn't. I can play DPS, just don't make me play tank. Same, I can play DPS. I don't know how I feel about him as a person. Yeah, I don't know much about him as a person. But from what I saw, people were saying is that like there's some pretty strong misogyny in those books. Pretty strong like anti-women stances, I think. But I allegedly, I haven't looked into that, so I can't really say one way or the other. Have any of you guys played Persona 5? Because they just released a Persona 5 collab on Overwatch, and that was what made me reinstall the game, because they released a skin for Mercy, and I bought it. I shamelessly bought it. Granted, I already had some BattleNet money, I already had some coins, so I didn't have to buy that many more coins, so I bought a few to get the skin. Do you want to see it? It's really pretty. Let me close Spirit City. How? I think I need to do another game capture. Let's take a look. Oh, let me close my editing software too. We're just gonna play some Overwatch now, hee hee. I mean, we could. That's not gonna help anybody be productive, but like, I mostly just wanted to show you, the new Persona skins. Game capture. There we go. This is not Spirit City Lofi Sessions, just ignore that box. Now you can see the Overwatch. Woo! Makoto is my fave. I love An Takamaki. She's my favorite. I work at a bookstore. The owner says Ernest Hemingway will be largely forgotten in 20 to 30 years because they're no longer having anyone read Hemingway in college. Yeah, I think that literacy in general is kind of a hot topic at the moment with I mean, it's hard because like I read a lot of those kinds of classics and things when I was younger, but I feel like I don't know how much of it is still like being taught or being assigned reading or anything like that. Hemingway apparently wrote his female characters as either very stereotypical or as rough, tough women chewing tobacco and stuff, so both ways Hemingway gets disliked by minor readers. That makes sense. I feel like it's kind of the consensus with a lot of male writers at the time. Historically, women were not depicted well in a lot of media. I mean, even now, still. Also, people are reading less. Yeah, it's like readers and like reading and literacy is definitely taking a dive. So it's tough. That gets into like a whole society wide issue, but also like a readers and publishing and marketing as a whole. It kind of is a multifaceted issue. Anyway, let me show you these skins. Hee hee. So they got Lifeweaver. This Yusuke skin for him, I think, is very, very good, and it looks just like Yusuke from Persona, obviously. I think that this was a really, really good call. They have this new support character, Wu Yang, and he's okay. I don't know anything about him or his playstyle, but like the Joker, I mean, okay, hear me out. His face, like his face structure, and like I don't know what it is, but it's giving Peeta Malark, but like the one from the movies. Like whoever that guy is that plays Peeta in the movies, like that's literally that's his face structure. It's like the same guy. So all I see is Peeta Malark cosplaying as Joker, which is weird. It's a weird take, but that's what I see. You didn't even know there was a new character. There's several new characters since the last time you probably played. But this is my favorite one. Hee hee. Mercy. She's caked up. They knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. They knew all of the Mercy girls would be up in here buying this. And they were right. We are up in here buying this. So, I love this. It's really, really pretty. Oh, and then you love Makoto, so you will like this. I think this was a really, really good choice to have for Diva, actually. I really love, like, how Diva looks pretty much like Makoto as well. And, like, making the persona, like, the bike persona as the Diva mech is a really, really good idea with, like, the little face up here. This was a good one. This was a really good choice. And then this one I disagree with strongly, which is Genji as Ryuji. And I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they did that. I think that literally Junkrat would have been a better choice for Ryuji. Or even like a different tank. Like a tank. He could have been a tank. I don't know. I just think that this was a bad idea. And it doesn't even look like Ryuji. In my opinion. But they also put the highlight intros in, like literally from the game. Like, these are the same poses.
This is my other self.
Anyway, moral of the story is, I'm a huge Persona nerd. I love Persona. So yeah, I bought Panther because why not? It's really, really good. I like listening to live streams just so it doesn't sound like I'm alone. LOL. Random sad fact about my life. Same goes for DVD commentary. It sounds like I'm watching the movie with someone. I feel that, honestly. I listen to like long form content and like booktube content all the time. It definitely is. It's nice. I've been, unemployed, sitting in my house alone for like every day for the past 5 months, pretty much. Aside from like, going out and seeing people once in a while, but yeah, I feel that. All I know about Persona is apparently Joker is in Smash. Yep, he is. I was thinking that Junkrat would make a lot more sense. Yeah, honestly. I don't... Like, it could have been literally anybody. It could have been Junkrat. They could have just made him look younger. And, like, not as much of, like, a heroin addict. Like, they could have made him look like more of a normal young teenager. Because we have, like, the younger version skins of, like, Soldier, where he's, like, young and blonde. We have the younger Reinhardt. We have younger... I'm sure we have other characters that are younger, but we have, like, skins for characters where they, like, de-age them. They could have just made a younger version of Junkrat, and that would have made so much sense for Ryuji, minus the, like, grenade launcher, but, I mean... They don't have to have the same weapon for it to make sense. You know what I mean? Because they gave Joker to the character who uses a fucking bow staff. Like, it doesn't need to be the same weapon. It could have been literally anybody. It should have been Junkrat. Even though I don't like Junkrat, it should have been him. That would have made more sense. But that's just my hot take. Yeah, they added this new person. Those muscles be crazy. Those muscles be crazy. And then before him, they added Freya. She was added to the game, like, right around the time that I uninstalled it the first time. I don't really know anything about her, to be totally honest. I should give her a try sometime in Unranked or something. You want to see all my Mercy skins? Because I have 24 of them. I have a lot. I have the Mythic. I also have the gold weapon skin because I play a fuck ton of comp with Mercy. So, I'm not good. I'm not good in comp. I just played a lot of it to get the tokens to buy the gold weapon. I got this one. I got this one with, like, the White Witch Mage situation. The breast cancer awareness fundraiser one, of course. The Witch Mercy. One of the Lunar New Year Mercies, where she's a phoenix. Very, very cool. I got the Devil. These ones are, like, more standard, like, I just bought them from the store. The Devil, the Imp, the 2 Valkyrie skins. I have this purple version of this skin, which was from 2019 All-Stars. And they did a purple version of it, and I don't even remember how I got it, but I sure did get it. One of the Olympic skins, although I never really wear this one. It's not one of my favorites. It's not bad, though, honestly. I don't know why I don't like it that much. Why don't I like it? It's fine. Sugar Plum Fairy, I love this one. I love the elf ears and the headpiece. The Reindeer Mercy skin from, like, this past Christmas or something. This one. It's so stupid. Of course, Panther. And then this one I think was from, like, some kind of a game event related to... what is that? I don't know what it's called. There's another game, another, like, Blizzard game. And then I have, like, this zombie one. And then the other ones are just, like, basics. But I like the zombie one, too. That's all my Mercy skins. Because you asked. No one asked. Yeah, okay, so there are 5 new characters since I played last. I'll have to practice range with them. And they probably have changed a lot of people, a lot of characters. Oh, have you ever seen Juno? That's not Juno. You ever seen Juno? She's also new probably since the last time we played. Best Persona game? I mean, Persona 5 probably, but, like, specifically Persona 5 Royal. But it's hard because they all have something so different. I've played Persona 3, Persona 4, Persona 5, Persona 5 Royal, Persona 5 Strikers, Persona 5 Q, no, Persona Q on the 3DS or whatever. So I've played 6 of them. And like as far as the main games like Persona 3, 4, 5, like once they stopped doing the like bird's eye isometric view, like the newer ones, they all are just so different, and I like them all for different reasons. But it's like stereotypical to say Persona 5, but that's just because it's so mainstream, because it really brought the series like to the front, like the forefront. But it's just really good. It's just a really, really good game. So there's my answer for that. Did you play early Overwatch? I remember having the pink skin when I got it originally. Yeah, I played original Overwatch for a long time. And then like moved over to Overwatch 2. So I've been playing Overwatch for a long time. Because like I have that 2019 All-Stars skin, but I was playing Overwatch before that. So, and then I took like a hiatus for a while, like a long time, and then I got back into it. I do not touch ranked. I placed really bad on Xbox originally and cannot escape bronze. I think I was ranked like in silver or something. I think I maybe made it to gold at one point, but like it's really, really hard to climb out of the lower ranks because people just suck, and they just like they'll drag you down, and then you can't do anything about it. So yeah, I basically just played ranked long enough to get like a couple of the comp weapons. Like they added Jade weapons, is like another version of the competitive gold weapon, and like I bought it for Juno. Actually, they have 3. So they have the gold one that you can get with the competitive points. They have Jade, and then they have Galactic. And Galactic is the new one from like the newest season. So like these 2 are like considered legacy. I just don't like how the Galactic looks like. I mean, it's the same way they do all of the Galactic effects, where it's like there's just like a space image in there, and it just like it rotates it weird. I don't know. It just like it looks strangely hollow. But like that's the new one. I can see the appeal for sure, especially with like the stars. But I just like the gold. I think I bought the Jade one for Juno just because it makes sense with like the color palette I have for her. But like if I had her mythic, I would change it off of Jade probably. Because her mythic is kind of crazy, actually.
One small step at a time.
The different colors are cool. Like a little goth Juno. It's very like Sailor Moon. They went crazy. They go crazy now on the mythics. But I don't have her mythic. Anyway, that's Overwatch. Let me delete that game capture. I'm tired. There isn't enough detail or depth for the galaxy weapons. Yeah, I agree. They do look a little bit like flat. Okay, I'm going to head out. I'm going to go have lunch. I have to take care of some chores around the house, and then I might go to the park. I'm not sure, because I'm also meeting up with some friends later, so I don't know how long I want to be like out of the house, but I've been home all morning. I can go for a little bit. But anyway, thank you guys for coming and being here. Sorry, this was like it wasn't even that much shorter, but it felt shorter. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I'll see you next time I sprint. Next time I come on, I'll schedule it like in advance. This one was just unplanned, but I'll schedule it ahead of time next time. So I will see you in the next one. Bye. Take care.